stops, turned them over. We got a lot of transition points, so that I think that was, that but the fast break points were really key. And then Xavier in the second half really stepped up. I thought a big offensive rebound after Cam missed the free throw, got it back to Cam, hit the three, kind of broke their spirit a little bit, got it to 10, and then we just kind of had to find a way to finish it out. But so proud of these guys, the whole team. They've continued to fight and be resilient and get 25 wins and move closer to trying to win a Big 12 tournament championship.
Okay, Coach, thank you. Questions for our student athletes, and then we'll come back for Coach. First question on the front row, on your right.
For both Cam and Barry, a guy, Levi Stockard had kind of lost some minutes in the last month or two and then gets put on the spot today, has a big game. How important was he in this win?
It was very important. Coach always talks about guys stepping up. When we have guys down, and Levi definitely stepped up today. He gave us post presence, and defensively, he did a pretty good job.
Okay, front row, extreme left.
Come out. You guys have been trailing all game, and you hit one free throw, and you had the three-pointer, and it seemed like you guys just took over. Can you describe that run of taking the lead and just what you guys were able to do down the stretch to maintain that lead?
Like Coach said, the plays we made towards the end of the game pretty much broke their spirit, and then those are momentum plays as well. So we just kept that going for the rest of the game, and got stops like we did, and fast break points was a big thing too.
And Barry, in these games, I mean, you guys have had tight games in the past. Does this team have championship DNA?
I think we do. I think we've shown that time and time again. I feel like no matter what the score is, we're down late, up late, down early, doesn't really matter. We're going to continue to compete, continue to fight, just trying to find a way to win.
Let's move to the right side.
Cam, that run we were just talking about where you guys took the lead started with you going down pretty hard. What you heard there, how many things you have going on right now with injuries, and is it true Coach Weber might have been yelling at you to make your free throws while you were still lying down?
I don't know if he was yelling at me making my free throws or whatever, but Coach Weber always talks about toughness, and I'm pretty sure he wanted me to get up. Everybody wanted me to get up, so just had to let the pain wear off a little bit. Fell on my side, but other than that, I feel fine.
There's follow-up.
Okay, and right again.
Just when you are going through that, I mean, how hard is it to lock in on, I got to shoot a free throw now? I mean, you got a few things going on, you're wiggling your hand, and I know you're limping.
It's not hard. You just got to refocus and focus on the things that are important. And those free throws are important. Missed the second one. I just did a great job getting that rebound, kicking it out to me. I was open for the three.
Inside aisle here on the left.
Barry, about halfway through that first half, you guys are in single-digit scoring. And I can hear Coach imploring you guys to play with more energy. Well, what were your thoughts at that time? I mean, TCU was just kind of slowly pulling away from you. Did you think you were getting into a little bit of trouble there?
We just came out dry, came out lethargic, didn't have the right energy, didn't have the right mindset, I guess, to compete for 40 minutes. And I feel like the first maybe 10, 12 minutes of the first half, we just kind of just coasted and thought that we just won a Big 12 championship. Maybe we were just going to come in here and win the game. I tried to express to our guys that it wasn't going to be that easy. I know I had never swept TCU throughout my entire career. Last year I think we went 2-1. My sophomore year I think we went 1-1. Then my freshman year I think did we sweep my freshman year? Maybe one time.
No, they beat us. Remember at home? Yeah, they beat us at home. Then we came back and beat them there.
So there you go. So I knew it was going to be an easy game. They're going to come and fight. They're trying to get that bid into the NCAA tournament, and they're playing with a chip on their shoulder. So they came out and kind of punched us in the mouth. We needed to be the aggressor when we weren't. But I feel like we just kind of, I don't know, got the wet feet from out of us and just played with confidence down the stretch and ended that first half.
Okay, on the extreme right.
Both of you players, what are your thoughts on playing Iowa State on Friday?
They're a good team. We got to prepare for them the same way we prepare for anybody else. They're going to come out, play hard. They're fighting for the tournament championship as well. So we know they're going to come out, and we got to be ready to compete.
You want Barry to answer that?
Yeah, I can.
I'm sorry. I mean, like you said, I mean, they're a good team. We're really gonna have to lock in into what they do and their personnel. They came into Brandon last time we got a win, so we kind of got that sick taste in our mouth. So we have to do everything possible, everything necessary, in order for us to come up with a victory.
Okay, closing questions for our student athletes. We'll go in the front row on the left.
Yeah, Barry, I was wondering if you could walk me through that three-point shot by X-Man when the clock was running down, gave you guys a 60 lead, and just how that set up.
At the top of the key, kind of. Yeah, I don't even remember what happened. Honestly, I just remember being from my point of view, I was on the right wing, and I seen the clock dwindling down, and I was trying to yell at him to shoot. I didn't know if he knew the shot clock. And he pump faked a little bit, and he just shot it, followed through. It was deep, but I mean, he just stayed with his fundamentals and his principles in his shot, and he was able to make it.
Okay, we'll take our last question in the back on the left.
For both of you guys scored, I think, 22 points off turnovers. What were you able to do to kind of confuse and force TCU to make some poor decisions offensively?
I think we had a lot of hand pressure, being in the gap, trying to make them make the extra pass. I mean, it worked for the most part. I feel like early we didn't have that hand pressure and that fight and that toughness. But for about, I say 30 minutes of the game, I feel like we came out and played Kent State defense. We really pressured the ball, deflected passes. We just got rebounds also and got on a transition.
Do you want to come out and answer as well?
Like Barry said, I feel like our defensive intensity just picked up. You know, we were lethargic in the beginning of the game, and then second half, Coach Weber challenged us to defend those guys. You know, we wanted to hold them under what we held them under before, which I think was 55, 52. We didn't do that today, probably because of that early start they had. But second half, I feel like we were really locked in defensively.
All right, guys, we'll let you go back to the locker room. See your SID here, Tom Gilbert. We're going to continue with one-on-one interviews and get ready for tomorrow's semifinal round. Congratulations. Questions now for Coach. Our first one will come here on the right side. Wherever you want to go. Two on the right, okay.
Hey, Bruce. And obviously toughness means a lot to you. And what Cam's down, you're assuming he's going to get up. How much does all the stuff he's been going through sort of speak to what you're looking for? And I hope I wasn't unfair. Did you yell?
No, I yelled at him. I kind of did it in jest, trying to get him to smile and laugh a little bit. I got John Higgins, the official, to laugh probably more than anybody. But I just said, get your butt up and make your free throws. And you know, he's been unbelievable. The last 6 games, all season, his whole career, to that little guy that keeps getting knocked down and keeps getting up, and you got to give him a lot of credit for sticking with it. And you know, I don't think he had a great start, but he had that little stretch there, got fouled, made the free throw, made the 3, made some plays. Again, he, you know, just doing a lot of little things. His defense is better, but he has truly played inspired basketball. And he showed a lot of toughness.
Let's move to the left side now.
Bruce, how impressive was Xavier's second half? And then secondly, can you walk me through that three-pointer at the buzzer?
Well, you know, we all got after Xavier. I don't know, he struggled early, and he didn't have great body language. And one time he said he wanted to come out. I said, heck with you, stay in there. I ended up taking him out. But, you know, I got after him a couple times, and the coaches got after him, and he responded. And you know that the shot clock's going down. We wanted the ball in Barry's hands. I don't know what happened, but somehow it didn't get there. Xavier got it, and you know the thing we always say: if you're going to shoot it to make it, and foul through. And Barry talked about it. You know, he just stuck with it, and it looked like he shoots those all the time. But you know, really good effort. I thought his offensive rebound was huge. You know, you look, 19-7, 5 assists, pretty good game for anybody, and a lot of that was in the second half. He had the big 3 at the end of the half, too, after we gave up the layup. And the other one, the unsung hero probably is Mac. I mean, 10 and 8, offensive rebounds, played with great energy, defending the ball screen. You got to run every time. They put you in so many binds. And I thought him and Levi, you get 18 points from those two guys and 10 rebounds. That's pretty efficient for a big guy. And we got to find ways to make them for Dean, and that means a little bit from different people. You get Cardi, you get Mac, you get Levi. Xavier steps up, and that's allowed us to win the game.
Coach, you're down 13 about 10 minutes into the game. You go to that lineup you played last year in the tournament with Barry, Cam, X, Cardi, and Mac, and they went by 22 the rest of the game. Just how big of an impact did Cardi have in that, and then that unit without Dean?
He gave us some energy, and he is fresh. He hasn't played nice. He really got tired, and you could see him huffing and puffing. He didn't want to come out, but the only thing I screwed up, they told him not to dunk, and I ran that lob play, and luckily he just kind of caught it and shoveled it down because we didn't want to take a chance. But he definitely gave us a great boost of energy, just 8 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. Just got to the hoop, made some plays that helped us kind of penetrate their defense, which was really key.
Okay, one last question for Coach here on this left-hand side.
Coach, that same segment, you guys were down quite a bit. I think it was 12 points, 13 points, and you were imploring your team to play with energy. How concerned were you that this was one of those games where you just couldn't wake them up at that point?
Yeah, I was concerned. I sat down a couple times, and I don't like to sit down, but I was a little frustrated. Not only I didn't think we had energy, we took some tough shots, some quick shots, and you got to give them credit. They have been resilient. They fought back today. We talked about wearing TCU down, and I know TCU had a lot to play for. But they did play last night at 6 o'clock and didn't get back to their hotel till 9:30. And they come back and play. I thought they played great energy. But right before half, I think we were able to kind of take advantage, wore them down a little bit. We made some plays, shut them down. I don't know what the score was, but they only got 27 second half. And they had a bunch. They were up 27. I don't think. So you think about 54 the rest of that game. We did a much better defensively. Turned them over 18 times. We did that at home, the same thing, active hands like Barry talked about. That has allowed us to get some transition, get some easy baskets, and probably got us going more than anything.